I'm David. This is Spencer. And welcome to Aftermath. Welcome back to Aftermath, the sportscast where we cover the 912 area. We just got done with week one. It's crazy to think that we're already getting into the first Tuesday episode. Before we get to hop into it, we want to say thank you for being here. We appreciate it. If you're new around here, welcome. This is Aftermath. We do a Tuesday and Thursday episode. Tuesdays cover the previous week, their scores. We dive into the games that we were at, and Thursday we dive into the games of the week that week. Last week we had New Hampstead versus South Effingham and Savannah Christian versus Whitfield Academy. Those are two we're at. But before we dive into those, let's go through some scores. Friday, Calvary took on Beach. This game got ended early because of a big fight.
Oh my God.
Another year.
Man, hey, everybody out there in the city of Savannah, come on, y'all. We got to do better. That's 3 years in a row that a week one game got called early because of a fight. Like, we got to do
And it's not the players.
It's not the players.
It's never the players.
Apparently, from what I heard, it wasn't anybody from Beach or Calvary side. A lot of people were trying to say it was from Beach's side.
Mm-hmm.
There was only 3 games in the city, and apparently a whole bunch of kids from all the schools in the city all went to that one game. But just stop fighting.
Yeah, Calvary would win this 27-0. But Beach didn't look bad.
From the couple clips that I saw, it looked okay. They got some big boys over there, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they, just pull things together for the rest of the season.
Say Islands would lose this week to McIntosh County 22-0.
Man, Islands. Man, I just hope y'all get y'all running backs back soon, man.
Mm-hmm.
Curtis, they need you, man.
7 turnovers.
Crazy.
7 turnovers. Jenkins would take on Lowndes. Lowndes would win this 49-7.
Man, I didn't see any film. I talked to a couple players. I'm not going to, elaborate too much from what we were talking about, but man, Jenkins, y'all need to get some things together, man. That scrimmage performance versus Richmond Hill was not good. That week one performance versus Lowndes was not good. Now, those are 2 big schools, but still, Jenkins be talking like they're one of the best teams out there, so y'all got to put up, man.
Say Johnson would lose a close game against Bryan County 20-12, and from what I heard from Bryan County, Johnson looked decent.
Yeah, I think Johnson's going to have a pretty solid team this year, especially once they get into region play and they're playing all the city schools. Mm-hmm. Johnson should be okay.
And say Savannah Country Day would lose to Charlotte Country Day in a very close one, 22-21.
Yeah, that's crazy. I found out before the game, Barton Mixon, the quarterback from the last few years, he's not starting anymore. They got a new quarterback in there. I didn't know that. So that's interesting. I don't know too much about Country Day. All the star players from last year left or transferred. So, it's going to be interesting to see, but good showing.
Savannah High would lose to Frederica Academy 55-12.
Man, it's going to be tough without having Steven out there, man.
Yeah.
And then they playing all these county schools, academy schools. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Stick in there, y'all.
See, I saw the head coach at Kelly Hilliard's yesterday.
For real?
Yeah. He didn't see me, though. I waved at him. He didn't see me. So if you're watching,
I'm about to say,
I was the white guy in the truck waving at you.
Oh, you was in the truck? I'm thinking y'all were inside the restaurant.
I was leaving.
Come on, coach. Get over
Liberty County would lose to Bradwell Institute 11-3.
Yeah,
they only had 3 points.
It was a straight defensive battle.
Yeah.
I saw like a couple clips, but I don't know too much to really elaborate on it. But come on, Liberty, I expected more for y'all.
Say Long County would come out of this week with a dub against Vidalia, winning 20-10.
Yeah, shout out Long, man. That's a good performance. Like I said, same thing with them. I saw them on the 11 o'clock news, so I saw a couple of plays, but they look decent from the plays that I saw.
Say St. Andrews would take a hard loss this week against Edmund Burke Academy, losing 42-0.
Yes, I don't know what happened out there. Boy, need to get back to Savannah. I don't know what happened over there, St. Andrews. Y'all got to get right, though.
And say then to the televised game on Saturday at Georgia Southern, BC lose to Reuben Gap 41-17.
Shocker. So, to me, that was the worst BC game I've seen in my ever. I've never seen BC play that bad. Now, I wasn't watching BC a lot, while we was in middle school and stuff, but they started winning championships. We were in high school, and ever since they've always been in competing Elite 8 or better. So after seeing it, but they lost their starting left tackle on the second drive of the game. They lost their starting defensive tackle on the third drive of the game. Makai Williams, the starting safety, didn't play because he had a turf toe injury. So their secondary was getting exposed in the back end. The Steven was running for his life because they were down the left tackle, who's probably the most important position outside of your center, depending on how you look at it. But man, BC it's gonna be tough because, I mean, like we said, they have the third toughest schedule in the country and the number one toughest schedule in the state. And Ruben Gap is a really good team, but they're not Buford, which you got to go see next week, and they're not Perry or Warner Robins or Ware County. So BC's gonna have to tighten up, man. But
I think they will. I think that coaching staff.
By the time region play comes, they just got to get these injuries cleaned up.
Yeah. I say going into what our first game of the week, Thursday game, New Hampstead took on South Effingham. New Hampstead would win this 56-35. But we have a lot of thoughts on this game. Go ahead.
Man, first off, New Hampstead starters, fire. Starting offense, and we already knew that.
Yeah.
Starting offense was really good. Starting defense was really good. And South Effingham couldn't even move by the quarterback. And so two interceptions, had a fumble, and a top kick and score for a touchdown. And he had one touchdown in the Ravens game, but that was looking into that Ravens. But yeah, there's New Hampstead's starting offense and defense was really good. They ended up going up, 32 zip?
30 zip at half.
It was 30, yeah,
30 zip
at half, and then the starters had like 2 more drives after that. Ended up going up 42-0, and then they pulled the starters, and then South Effingham came and scored 27 straight points.
Unanswered.
And then, what? Is that right? Did they put the starters in right after they scored the 27? I want to say right after they scored the 27, they put the starters back in. But then it was kind of like a back and forth game after that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they were playing away, of course, but man, Hampstead is not doing any either side of offense or defense. That was 2 big games versus Calgary, and they didn't look good in the Wisconsin game versus South Carolina. You can't be up 32 good. And then South Carolina all of a sudden with their backup starting quarterback to a receiver. They had the backup quarterback in. And he was running his wild card. So I was number 3. He had some big games on the sideline. But yeah, New Hampshire's gonna have to figure out something with those twos because they're just one injury away from who knows. Yeah. And hopefully it doesn't happen because I hope nobody gets hurt.
And so I think we had 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
Number 2, the new transfer that came in, Ben Hockman. He had a touchdown.
I'm gonna say number 4, the running back. I'm blanking on his name, but he had 2 big game touchdowns.
Yeah.
Can't remember who got the scoop and score, but he had. Like I said, the starters over there,
they look great.
Really nice. It's the twos that's like, all right, dog, I don't know, man.
So they'll get it together.
How'd you feel about South Effingham, though? You was over there.
I mean, they were quiet first half. They were very distraught. But once they started getting moving, the second half, I do think the quarterback switch, I think that should be permanent. No offense to number one, but now I will say number 1, I don't want to hold too much against him because he threw a pick on his first throw, and after that you're gonna be off your game. Especially first game of the season, you want to impress. You throw your third play in, you throw a pick, and then after that, then I think he threw a pick a little later in the game. He just seemed off his mark. I think it was number 16 or number 6, whoever stepped in for him after in the second half. They ran the Wildcat. He had a few good throws. He seemed a lot more calm back there.
But it is a little different because he was going up against New Hampshire's twos. So it would have been interesting to see how number 1 would have looked when they pulled their starters. But yeah, South Effingham, they had promise though. I was talking to one of their coaches and we were kind of going through film, and there was a lot of plays where South Effingham, they were in the right spot. It was just that one player that would be misaligned or go the wrong way, and it just blows everything up. And that's why I keep trying to tell people, it doesn't matter about y'all got the best quarterback or the best receiver. All 11 people have to do their job. Offense, defense, and special teams if y'all want to win. Consistently at that. So it's going to be interesting. But South Effingham has promise. I think they'll be all right this year.
I would say. And going into the game that who New Hampstead will see this week, Savannah Christian took on Whitfield Academy. Now this was a apparently some personal feuds between because the old coaching staff from Savannah Christian.
He used to be over at Savannah Christian. I want to say for like 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, they went head to head this week. Savannah Christian would win this 35-7, and honestly, they look dominant. They look dominant the whole game.
And that's Whitfield having a bigger representatives on that side.
Yeah,
That's crazy. For them to be able to dominate like that at the first half and to have that many yards and penalties, that's crazy. But how many rushing yards did they have?
they had over 450 rushing yards on the ground between the two running backs.
It's going to be hard to stop that trio.
I mean, they even threw Damian Guyton back there.
Bro, he bullied that one with the number 2.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He was jogging. He didn't try for. That was so funny.
I say with those 3 running backs, we do have to give a shout out to some important people up front because you cannot run 450 yards with just anybody up there. So we wanted to give a shout out to R.J. Brown, Luke Gunn, Jordan Dillon, Jarrell Howell Jr., and Davion Middleton.
The most important unit on a football team.
Yeah.
Offensive line.
And they
I don't care about nothing else.
They ran that D-line wherever they wanted to go.
D-line, the linebackers, say whoever they got their hands on. I swear, every time I looked up, at least 2 of their boys was on top of somebody just pancaking.
Yeah.
Like I think they had. I know for a fact they had over 20 pancakes, but I think they had around like 12 or 13. In the second quarter, like the first half wasn't even over yet. Like they were just bullying them boys. It was crazy.
They officially taken best O-line in the city.
100%, yeah. Especially with BC losing their left tackle. Yeah, Savannah Christian 100% has the best offensive line in the city.
I would say we do want to give a shout out to number 3 and number 32 for Whitfield number 3. Bryson He's nice. He's nice.
But they were giving it back to him. That catch was nice. But outside of that, there wasn't really too much. I still don't know.
Overall.
And also, Elijah Griffin did not play.
Yeah.
And their defense was on fire. Shout out to Damian Guyton, of course, but Isaiah Redmond on the defensive line. He's an underrated player that, when you got Elijah Griffin and you're doing two big man players, there's going to be some people that are under the radar, but Isaiah Redmond had a big game, and I feel like he's going to be a real big piece to their defensive line this year, too. So, it's going to be a good third Friday.
I'm excited for Friday. We won't dive into that. We'll hop into that.
I'm ready to talk about it now. I can't wait.
But ultimately, it was a good first week.
It was really good.
I think we saw a lot of things.
Started to fight. Stop fighting.
Yeah.
I'm going to get me in trouble somehow, and I ain't even got nothing to do with it. We won't talk about that.
We do want to say reffing could have been a little better at the game that we were at.
Hey.
They were
man.
Not good at all. But
no buts.
First week. Yeah.
Clear as day.
Yeah.
The first one clearly popped out. The second one, his arm was clearly on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, what are we looking at?
The great thing is, ball don't lie.
Kamari Maxwell, back to that New Hampstead South Effingham game. That touchdown? Hey, y'all. There was a lot of people that said he was out. That screenshot?
So
that was the one good call that ref made. My fault, ref. Maybe not the one good call, but that was a very good call that he made. But
that screenshot the ball must have just hit his hand.
It literally just dropped. Now the big thing is they don't have instant replay. The big thing is
they could.
In the NFL and college they would look when did he fully maintain possession. But in high school, our ball was in the cuff and that left foot was in the end zone. It was good.
Yeah.
So shout out to Kamari, man. I can't wait to Kamari about to have a big game.
He's about to have a huge year.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can't wait to see them boys.
Because they had him doing everything they needed him to.
Receiver, running back, he's outside, he's in the slot. He play defense sometimes, like he returning, like Kamari's everywhere. Yeah. And I love it because he never wants to get taken out. I love players that always wants to play every single play, regardless of the score, regardless how the game's going, regardless of even if you feel like a little banged up. I've never seen Kamari like ask to get taken out or like no, I'm cool, like let him. Kamari ever. He always is locked in. all the New Hampstead boys.
Yeah,
they're locked in. I like that coaching staff.
I think after this past week they'll keep the starter a little bit longer.
Coach, yeah.
Yeah, I think we keep it a little.
42.
I get it. Because also you don't want to get them injured on the first game.
That is true. My whole thing with that was it's just like I get it. You're up 42 points, so you want to play it safe. It's like, dang, it's week 1. Like, we still got to get some wrinkles fixed. Like, you still got to let them. They're still 16, 17, 18 years old. Like, y'all young, bro. Stop. I'll be acting like y'all old.
But ultimately, great week. We'll be back on Thursday with our Thursday episode. We appreciate y'all showing up and showing out. If y'all see us at the games this week, make sure y'all get pictures.
Say what's up.
Say what's up. We're trying to maybe put a montage together with us and fans. But anyways, make sure you like.
I'll be scared of the camera too. Like, I be trying to put y'all on camera. Y'all be in my DMs going crazy. Mic me up. Put me on camera. I be having the camera right here. Y'all look dead at me and walk right past.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, wait, y'all not gonna turn up for the. I'm not gonna chase y'all.
Celebration.
I'm about to say turn up. And you know the rest don't let y'all turn up on the field. Come turn up on me on the sideline with the team. Cool. I'm on one sideline. Dude was on the other sideline. My brother in the end zone.
Say find us.
Turn up, man.
Say make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notifications when we post. Like I said, it'll be every Tuesday and Thursday, hopefully. Appreciate y'all. And until Thursday, peace.